Chevrolet Suburban that police are chasing here. This is something apparently undercover police had been scoping out this vehicle earlier. There was an earlier chase and somehow they separated. That was near 435 Monroe in Leawood. But they picked this up again here. So
this is at 435. They're heading onto State Line. So this is making you nervous about this time of day. Westbound lanes, 435. They just passed State Line, or coming up on it at least, because we just saw the sign for that. Changing lanes tightly in between vehicles, coming up on Row, so heading westbound on 435. So we've already passed Holmes and State Line, and now we're coming up on Row as the car appears to be, thought was going to exit, but is not exiting.
Okay, Metcalf will be the next exit as it comes up here. It looks like it's slowing down a little. We'll see
just
here.
Around traffic.
Oh, there we go, going around on the right-hand lanes. Again, this was involved in an undercover investigation. The police were watching the vehicle here. They were watching the drivers. They had actually looked like they actually tried to apprehend him earlier today, as we were told. There was a brief chase of some sort, and now they picked it up again. I haven't seen the officers behind here yet, but we're a nice tight shot here from SkyTracker as they continue to head westbound on 435.
So remember, northbound 69 has that massive backup, right about I-35, and it's backed up all the way to 87th and back onto 69. So if this person exits and goes north on 69, they're going to run into a really big issue. So we're going to see here, as they've just crossed into Kansas, you saw that sign, and we're seeing them drive in the median there and kind of doubling the traffic speed. Can we talk to SkyTracker? Is Captain up there, Jamie? Our producer Jamie is helping us. So, Captain, can you tell us, you're pretty good at this, what kind of speed you think they're going, and what have you seen of note?
Okay, Christy, yeah, we're continuing to follow this police pursuit on the south side. He just got off the exit onto Row. This has been all over the place. This guy, we just picked up on this about 5 minutes ago, and a lot of juking around Kansas City, Missouri, following this guy, and we'll see what he does here as he goes north onto Row. So generally he's been sticking with the highways, a lot of back and forth on the highways south side of the metro, but we'll see what he does right here. Police, for the most part, on the surface are backing off this guy quite a bit and just following him by the air by their police helicopter.
Sure. He's going to cross 103rd Street. Just the next light up here will be 103rd Street. Once you pass there and head north, it gets to be it winds down into a one-lane part of road. Two directions, obviously, but one lane in each direction. It gets very residential there. Maybe he'll turn right on 103rd here and start heading back towards the east. That's what he's going to do. He'll head down here. The next intersection here will be Mission, as he heads east now on 103rd Street, right here in the old part of Leawood. Heavy residential area here. Lots of, you see a lot of families around here too, lots of minivans, lots of Suburbans, other big cars always on these roads here. Hopefully no families will be in his way as he's not taking any chances going around everybody here. Okay, earlier we were told that it was a white Chevy Suburban. Now we're told it's a white Cadillac Escalade that police are following here. Here's the Mission Road intersection coming up.
Slowing very much there. It makes you wonder if there's some congestion or a light. Now, Captain, we see him stopping here, which is rare in a police chase. Are police further back now to where this person might not think they're right on his tail, his or her tail?
Yeah, that's exactly correct. Police are back completely off of this guy. Only following him by the air right now. And for the most part, seems to be following the traffic rules. But he is still eastbound 103rd Street.
Lee Boulevard will be his next street coming up here now.
Yeah, one second, guys. The police have a question for me. Hang on.
Okay, go ahead. Lee Boulevard's coming up here. There's an elementary school that he'll pass here any moment on the road.
We hope they're out of school already with the
holiday
tomorrow.
They are today.
Yeah,
right.
for sure.
No schools today. But then he's going to hit State Line. After he passes Lee Boulevard, he'll be right up on State Line. And that intersection of 103rd and State Line is a huge intersection. Always a lot of traffic crashes there. So this is going to be interesting to see what he does here. He's
just watch with us, folks. So they're westbound now.
There's Lee Boulevard, right? There was a hit
eastbound
right there.
on 103rd, I should say.
Somebody trying to turn left onto Lee Boulevard got hit there. State Line is right up ahead here.
My goodness.
I've seen so many crashes on State Line and 103rd Street. It's such a crazy intersection any day. So this is going to be quite interesting when he gets up here because you've got the two lanes on each side. You've got all the turn lanes to factor in as well. Actually, this might be one of these. That might be a dead end here. One of those is a cul-de-sac because I used to live right over here. No.
He is going actually.
back into the
Quite
neighborhood
fast for the
here.
residential neighborhood there. We'll find out what road this is, but it's definitely before state
Got
line.
into Leewood. He's about.
Yeah, this is the area called Leewood Estates. It's the old part of the city of Leewood. These lots of treed streets. These all wind around. You hit a lot of cul-de-sacs right back in here. Mohawk is one of those streets, and then there's Pawnee, but you can get lost back here real easy. So this is going to be interesting to see where he comes out. And but there's a lot of people walking on these neighborhoods too. So hopefully he'll be careful. Yeah, he just almost went around those people walking there.
This is the part when you get back. It's always kind of scary to watch, but again, we were being told a Chevy Suburban, and then we're being told a Cadillac Escalade. My personal opinion is that doesn't look like an Escalade, but I'm not an expert from the air.
It does look like a Chevy to me,
it
too.
does,
I agree.
a Suburban of some sort, or. But so now we're back in that old part of Leewood, north of 103rd,
Yes, on the north side of
west
103rd.
of State Line, back in there where there's a lot of new development, a lot of ranch homes being converted into bigger homes. And
Let's
this
see where
will
he comes
wind
out.
around and could spit him out on
He can come out of Mission, one of these.
State Line or Mission.
Yeah, Mission.
Yeah.
It can come back to 103rd or Mission or Lee Boulevard, depending on where he goes in there. There's the whole. But
See,
it's a big maze.
Captain, are you? Oh, now this might. Captain, can you tell us where we are now? State Line, maybe?
I think that's Mission.
Is that Mission?
Mission has those little islands as you come back out. I think he is. Let's see if I recognize something.
Can Captain talk to us real quick and let us know where we are?
He was also
Oh,
talking
goodness.
to police too. I think
Oh.
he's trying to give police a hand in helping see where this guy is, because I think they lost him. It sounds
Where
like.
about.
So oftentimes this is what happens. We've got Skytracker up in the air to give us coverage, and then the police helicopter as well. And so often with our cameras trained on this, sometimes this can happen to where police can work together. We work together to try to just let people know where they are. This person is wanted on felony warrants and may live in South Kansas City somewhere. And we know that the police were in an undercover situation. Undercover police were chasing. Now it appears this person is stopped. Let's see what they're going to do.
Jumping out here. So they're going to go in. If this actually is a home that they know, hopefully, if you're watching and this is your neighborhood, don't answer your door right now, because these guys are running loose in the neighborhood. You see one.
Throwing something
Just
out of
threw
his
something.
pockets. Did you see that?
Yeah, threw something into that yard there. But again, this neighborhood is so congested as you wind around. There's all kinds of mazes as you get back out. Lots of cul-de-sacs. It's going to be interesting to see how he finds his way back out of here to get to
And
any
he's
kind of
looking
street.
straight up to the helicopter. Should we all say hi?
Now the other guy, it looked like, as we said, one person stayed in the vehicle. One person here running on foot.
Through someone's yard here as we're approaching something. Oh,
A lot of chain link fences here that surround
this is
these
somebody's
yards.
home.
There's a
There's
dog.
Now where'd he go?
Looked like he went into the fenced yard there on the one right there. It looked like he went through that fence. There was a gate right up front.
And this is when you live in a neighborhood where maybe you don't always lock your front door. This is exactly the kind of thing that makes you say, now I have to start locking my door all the time. Because you just never know. So let's take a look and see if we can find him here.
Yeah, it looked like he was in. Now, is that Captain Greg? Can you tell me what is that shopping? What's the? Is that
Parking
Ranch
lot.
Mart Shopping Center behind there, or where are we looking here now? On the other side
No,
of the
Mark,
neighborhood?
this is going to be, I think it's a Price Chopper that we're actually right over right now at 103rd and State Line. So we're on the Kansas City, Missouri side.
Sure, gotcha.
And, this guy really kind of lost police a little bit. I think he did a pretty good job of evading them, although they are now starting to move into this area.
Yeah, we just saw the cars pulling in there, police
Yeah.
cars.
And I can tell that our
Right there,
camera sort of
actually, you can
lost.
see some police
You see
cars
him?
right there.
So we have lost the suspect now, correct?
Push.
Yeah, we haven't seen the suspect. He it looked like he went through. There was one fenced yard that had a gate.
Yeah, right there by that big white tree.
Yeah. And last we saw, he went through there, unless he's hiding on the front porch or something. But again, this is something that started with an undercover investigation. Undercover police officers were following these suspects. We understand there was some sort of a chase at one point to try to apprehend them. They got away. They picked up a chase again, and that's when we picked it up. They got on 435 and exited Row. headed up through Old Leawood, got back on 103rd Street. There you see Leawood police cars in the area looking around. There's the vehicle right there. They're coming up on the vehicle. We saw, well, they're pulling out a gun.
Weapons drawn. It's hard to know if there's anybody else in the vehicle, which is exactly why they approached the vehicle that way.
The other person stayed behind, but we followed the driver. We didn't see where the passenger went, so it doesn't look like anybody's in there now.
It looks like he just radioed somebody to say that the vehicle was empty. But.
So you got another person at loose in this neighborhood as well.
So right near the Price Chopper at 103rd and State Line.
Hey, Greg, not to contradict you, but are you sure that's the Price Chopper 103rd? Because I never saw them cross over State Line. 99th and Jarbo. Okay, that's what we're hearing. 99th and Jarbo.
We'll just watch this with you folks because you never know what might happen if we get a sighting on this guy running. Of course, you see the police on the move now pretty fast, so it makes you wonder if there's been a report of somebody seen or...
Yeah, and this is these are Leawood police officers investigating here. Now, Greg was talking about that Price Chopper being over on the other side.
We're being told they may have him surrounded, but they are not saying where, as we watch from overhead right near 103rd and State Line.
Old part of town, lots of trees. This is a good time to be looking for them there, though, because most of those trees have lost their leaves. You can see down in those neighborhoods fairly easy, a lot easier than you can during the summertime around here. There again is some activity in the backyard.
There's one person, but that is not the person we saw running.
Yeah,
with
there
the
he
black
is. There he is.
You see the black?
You see the one officer has somebody in custody.
I see the plaid shirt, but
right there. He's
don't,
got his arms behind his back.
I don't think that's the same person we saw running, but maybe I'm wrong.
Oh, I see what I see. Yeah, yeah, that might be the passenger.
There were two, remember, that got out. So the other one clearly had a black zip-up hoodie. And that one appears to have a black plaid type jacket on, so it does make you wonder if they are still searching for somebody else.
Okay, that's the passenger, we understand. The driver is the one who said, yeah, he had the black hoodie as he was running away from the scene.
And we'll watch to see if they're able to find that person as well. And we get information a couple of different ways. We've got people downstairs calling and in conversations with police. We've, of course, got Sky Tracker in the sky. So let's take a look at this and see, as we get around this tree here, to see if that's the one that you and I and Mark, everybody here, watched running, that we were following, with the white T-shirt and the black zip-up hoodie.
And you've got Kansas City police officers. They're actually the ones that actually have him on their patrol car,
see,
it looks like.
That's a different jacket, different top.
Yeah, it's more of a gray camouflage-looking jacket. Yeah, so it looks like he's now in the custody of Kansas City, Missouri police, although Leawood police also on the scene here. But we'll continue to keep an eye on this. You see the cars there, they have the numbers on top. Kansas City has the number on the top of their vehicles.
So we do have two suspects they were searching for driving what was originally reported as a Suburban, and that's what you and I both think that looks like, not an Escalade, but we'll get that confirmed. But two suspects, they do have one in custody. That is confirmed at this point as of just a couple of minutes ago, which we saw happen. And there's definitely a very strong activity there from a police standpoint. But Captain Greg, can you talk to us yet?
And the good thing, as far as all we saw, nobody injured in this. We did see a fender bender, if you will, as somebody was trying to turn north on Lee Boulevard, and the vehicle clipped them as it went around in the to drive around in this area here. Old part of South Kansas City here, lots of trees, just north of 103rd and State Line, on the northeast side of that intersection, those homes that kind of wind up back behind that big shopping center that has a Price Chopper, a Panera, all those other Ace Hardware store, all those things in there.
So now we see police on the move again, which is what we saw the first time when we were following them, and they ended up apprehending that one suspect that we've seen. We saw them sort of move right before that and all come up on this one place, and now we're seeing them driving these roads of this little neighborhood here right near 103rd and State Line, or just north and east of there. And it does look like they are patrolling, perhaps looking to see anything.
Yeah, we're going to continue. Yeah, we're going to continue to follow this. We can tell you one person's still on the loose. If you're in this neighborhood here, that's bordered by State Line. Yes, go ahead, Greg.
Okay, Mark, this is the area that the original driver that we talked about ran to. So when we lost him, it was basically right within about a couple of houses of this. And I'm wondering if police are getting a tip, because now there's probably a dozen patrol cars that have all set up in this area. And in fact, now they're dismounting and starting a search. So the driver that we originally saw that ran, and we kind of lost him and went down into that residence, went behind it. They're now searching in that area right now.
So it does appear that there is a trailer there in that cubby right to the right of the garage, that there's a trailer, and we're seeing the police sort of approach the outside of the fence, but there's some stuff over there. There was a trailer. One of our crew members here on the floor had said they should check that trailer over there because it is in the backyard where we last saw him.
Okay, that looked like the house that he was lost in. So we are going to continue to follow this, though, and we'll let you know as soon as they apprehend them. We're now in our 41 Action News at 5 o'clock, so we're going to get an update on our weather. But if you're in this area, don't answer your door right immediately unless it's police. There is a suspect on the loose as they do search for him right now, and we'll continue to keep an eye on this and let you know as soon as that is wrapped up.